Hi, it's Paris from EpicReviewGuys, and a couple years ago I made a video called The Best Home and Small Office Printer, which got many views. Some people may have actually bought a printer based on that recommendation. I still have two of them and use them daily. They're great. But then HP contacted me and said, did you know we don't make that printer anymore that you're recommending to all these people? What if we send you one of our newest models and we feel sure you'll agree this is now the best home and small office printer? So I said, sure, send me one. I'll try it out. It's the Officejet 8040.
Epic Review Guys.
Now this new printer is not just a device, it's an organizational system. So in addition to printing, faxing, scanning, and copying, and being Wi-Fi, I love what it says right here. Goodbye clutter, hello organization. Well, I've got some clutter I'd like to introduce it to. So here's the printer, lots of tape and all that usual stuff with printers to unpack before you can set them up. They include in here your power cable, looks like a phone cable, two ink cartridges, which makes me think one's black and one's probably all three colors combined. Don't care for that as well. But the main thing about this, well, the two main things, one is this has a 1 terabyte hard drive. Yes. What's it going to store in there? Well, that's where the other thing comes in. It has the Neat software. I don't know if you've heard of this. It's a software that they often sell as part of the Neat system with like a stand-up scanner device. And the idea is you take everything when you get home, your receipts, your invoices, whatever you've got, you scan it. The Neat software then reads it, figures out what kind of document it is it money coming in, money going out, the tax, all of that, and will store that in the software package. So basically, if you're good about taking care of that from the start of the year, at the end of the year, and when tax time comes, most of the work is already done. Sounds good to me. I have stacks and bins full of papers and documents out on the dining room table. I'm about ready to get started on the taxes. And so this may be the biggest test this system has ever been put to. But for now, let me get it all untaped and assembled and see how things plug in, and we'll get started. This is what the Officejet 8040 looks like. Not too heavy. This is definitely smaller and lighter than the Officejet 8600, which I've been using. But one thing I wanted to mention about the ink, now I did say it comes with just the one black cartridge and the one 3 colors together cartridge, which I've heard can be more expensive than the 3 color cartridges separate, which is something I really liked about the 8600. But look what they're doing now. This is the HP Instant Ink program. Now this goes beyond even a subscription ink service where they send you a cartridge every couple months, assuming you must be running out. With this, the printer orders your ink for you. And of course, it doesn't wait until you're out. When it sees you're getting low, it orders the ink so you'll have it in hand when you need to change it out. And they're willing to give you a discount if you sign up for the service, a discount on the price of the ink cartridges. But I don't know about having the printer go out and order its own ink. What if it decides while it's out there, I think I need a new pickup spindle, or oh wait, I know, one of those nice power conditioners. I'll get one of those too. I just don't want the machines to forget who's in charge here. I can see them tracking the ink delivery when the UPS truck pulls it up and drops it off, and I don't go out and get it right away. And then we have a little scene out of Little Shop of Horrors where the printer's calling me over saying, feed me. On the top, there's an automatic document feeder. I really like this. You can put several pages in that you need to scan and it will pull them through one by one. Spit them out over here. Inside is the flatbed scanner. If you're going to scan a book or a bulky object, you put it in here to scan it. Front panel is touch screen. Now the paper trays. This one is your paper tray. This portion is for 4x6, 5x7 photo paper. That slides out of the way so you can fill this tray with your standard paper. Now this only takes 125 sheets and I don't care for that. The printer that I use now takes 250, a full half a ream, and I don't need to fill it up but every 6 or 8 weeks. I don't like having to keep filling up the paper tray, so I wish it had more capacity, but they squeeze in that photo part, that's what takes up the extra room. Here's the internal portion of the printer. The ink cartridges go over here, and at first I thought, oh look, it's a laser printer too with toner, but no, this is actually a way to get your paper jams out more easily. Apparently that's where they'll tend to happen, and so you know how you have to try to pull the paper from the front or pull it back out from the back? Well, with this cover panel, if you get a paper jam, you just pop that out and it's supposed to make it easy. It doesn't stop the paper jams, but it makes it easy to get the paper out once it's jammed. Here on the back of the printer, I thought at first this was a duplexer that takes the paper and lets you print on both sides of it, but no, inside here is a 1 terabyte hard drive. It stores all your scans, and again, this is in conjunction with that neat software that organizes your documents, your receipts, and so forth. So it stores everything you scan here, plus it uploads it into an account, I guess, you create on the cloud, and then you can access all of your scans from any device, your phone, your tablet, or your computer. The setup guide isn't too long because basically it says turn the power on and then do what the machine tells you. Oh, here we go again. The printer seemed to have some trouble with the black cartridge. The only way I could get it to continue through the setup process was just to take this out. It said it would continue in single cartridge mode where it uses all 3 colors to create black. That's the expensive way to create black. Anyway, I'm going to continue through without the black cartridge. And at this point on the screen, I'm at the connect the printer. Either use the HP software or the printer control panel. Now looking at the instructions, step number 2, connect. They say the fastest way to do this is to take your phone and scan this QR code. So I'm going to try that. They do give you the CD, however. My Ultrabook does not have a CD drive. So let's hope this little QR code will work. Okay, I guess this is what we want. Well, I'm not sure how it's doing this, but it's talking. I'm guessing it went through the phone's Wi-Fi connection rather than coming in from the outside on the internet. Yeah, surely that must have been it. So it figured out which Wi-Fi the phone was on and says the printer must be on the same one. So okay, we'll assume that's what happened. Well, this is pretty easy if this works with no more trouble than this. Printer seems to be done. There we go. Wow. Don't know quite how that worked, but that was kind of amazing. Okay, now the neat software is that software that can read your receipts, business cards, documents, and then organize them for you. So I will have to create an account for that. Normally, using this neat software is like a $60 a year license. So I'm not sure if this is a forever license they're giving me or just the first year. As soon as I got to this point, the printer came alive, spat out the little paper receiving deal. That does come out automatically. This is adding the hard drive to your Neat account, adding the printer to your account. So with this app, you can access everything that's been stored in Neat for you. So you need to see a receipt or something, you can get access to that from the app on your phone, apparently. Now it's kind of cool that I've gotten this far without having to use the computer at all. Okay, in theory it all looks good. Oh, you can scan from the phone. So you could like take a picture of a receipt, I guess, and it will scan it and add it to the system. So you don't even have to wait till you get home and scan it on the scanner and the printer. You can do it on the phone. And I have a Neat button that's appeared right here. No, I haven't set anything up here other than the steps you've seen me go through. So I'm just curious, without any more, what if I just take this and say, let's scan it into Neat. Okay, printed side up. Let's see what happens. And there we go. Nothing in the cabinet. Oh, what's that? Hey, there's my document. Oh, it read it. That's why it put Hewlett-Packard, because this stuff's kind of smart, but I'm still not going to let it order its own ink. All right, but that was the easy part. I now need to go through all of these documents and get them organized to do the taxes for this year. All right, that's the end of part 1. I'm going to take this and set it up out there on the dining room table. Get to work. I'm going to have to read up a little though to see how the Neat software figures things out, where to put them, if there's customizable fields or categories I have to create. So I will take a look through the instructions for that. Hit the papers and then do a follow-up review. Hopefully about a week from now, once I've finished all the tax stuff, I will follow up on how this has worked. I'm sure there'll be more printing and scanning and different things involved in the process as well, so I should have a chance to give it a good try out. I'm pretty impressed so far. Once I figured out the way to get the app and to run that, and then also with the printing service, it worked pretty smoothly. The hiccups weren't too big. Now there's still the print cartridge issue, but honestly this is one of the simpler things that can go wrong and one of the simpler things to fix. Now this system goes for about $300. I'll put a link to it down below this video. It's a lot to spend for a printer scanner, so really if you're making that investment, what you're looking at more is this organizational system that it's going to help you to create. So I'll be back in a week and let you know if I could create one.
Shopping is easy when you know what to buy. At EpicReviewGuys, we give it a try. What does the fox buy? Nobody knows, but before he goes shopping, he watches our video.